So now we'll get started with foundations of Android security. In this demonstration we are going to understand Android environment. What exactly Android environment is? Android operating system is a collection of following components. It's a collection of kernel, it's a collection of file system, and it's a collection of graphical user interface, GUI. Okay. Now what next we have? Within kernel we have some components like device drivers, files network drivers, file system drivers, and then what we have is we have system calls. As far as the kernel is concerned, Android operating system contains Linux kernel. So actually Linux maintains device drivers, network drivers, file system drivers, system calls. What file system Android has? Android has a YAFFS2 file system, and it is known as yet another Android file format system version 2, and the graphical user interface is X Window Manager. Practically we are going to connect to an Android device using our VNC viewer. Android device is connected on same network and the name of the network is Hackweather. I'm going to connect to my mobile phone, and mobile phone has an IP address 192.168.1.4 and it has a port number 5901 listening for a connection. I'm going to connect to my mobile device, and as soon as I connect I get display screen of my mobile device here. We are going to use an application known as Terminal Emulator, which we can freely download from internet, and we can use this Terminal Emulator in order to perform our queries. We'll quickly get the Terminal Emulator here. On the right hand side we have the Terminal Emulator here. So let's run this Terminal Emulator, and what it provides shell of your mobile phone. You can execute your shell commands on an Android mobile phone just like this. So the first thing what we can do is, this window represents Android environment. The first information I would like to display you is the kernel information of this mobile device. We can execute a simple command known as uname-a in order to get information about the Linux kernel. So this is a way to get access to the name of Linux kernel which is installed, and the version installed in our mobile phone is 2.6.35.7. So let me just write that here. So in our device we have the Linux kernel installed, and the version of the Linux kernel is 2.6.37.35.7. that is 35.7. So what this value signifies: major version, this signifies minor version, third specifies patch number, this means how many times this Linux kernel is updated, and fourth value defines build number, how many times this is built again. So now this is the Linux kernel which is installed in our mobile device. Now what next we have to see? We have to see the file system information on our device. To see this file system information, what we can quickly do is, we can go to the Linux kernel here and we can execute a command, and name of the command is mount. Using this mount command we can quickly identify the devices which are mounted on directories in my mobile phone. So the important information we have to look here is, you can see that we have got many devices like temporary file system and device CPU control, a block device known as MMC block 0 partition 3. So basically in our mobile devices what we have is the complete MMC card, which is also known as NAND flash. We also call the storage device in Android is known as, this is the device MMC BLK0. So MMCBLK0. This is the name of the device which is available in our Android device, and this device has possessed multiple partitions. So these partitions can be identified using the partition numbers here. Let's say we have a partition number 6, partition number 3, partition number 2, partition number 5, and there are many partitions here. Okay. Now what you can see is we have to look for the YAFFS2 file system using which these devices are mounted on the directories. Okay. So what we can see here there are many devices mounted here, and they are mounted somewhere like this here. Let's say the first one is once we execute mount command on our mobile device, we get to see that we have multiple devices available in our mobile device, and these devices has some file systems, and let's say the slash directory, which is your root directory, has root file system. Then your DEVPTS has DEVPTS file system. Okay. Then you have sysfs, you have temporary file systems as well. Then we have the device memory blocks, which is MMCBLK0P6. These have ext4 partitions. Okay. So the partition type is ext4 partitions. So basically Android file system or Android environment is a collection of multiple file systems, and every individual device can be mounted through a specific file system. What this mounting is, this I will explain you a little later once we will be doing data forensics part. Okay. Now, so what we have here is, once we execute it, now we can understand that there are many file systems which are available in our Android operating system, and every individual device can be mounted with respect to a file system. Okay. So Android is a collection of multiple file system, and this is managed in the file system section here. Then we have the graphical user interface, and the graphical user interface is somewhat like this. You can see that. Okay. So this is the management of your graphical user interface. So this section is considered as your graphical user interface of your Android device. And with this graphical user interface, what we can do is we can easily operate our mobile device, and we can execute different applications, and we can perform individual tasks.